With a population of about 180,000, mostly first and second generation immigrants, including 40% of Chinese descent, Flushing is the most ethnically diverse part of New York City, and the intersection of Main Street and Roosevelt Avenue is the city's third busiest intersection, behind only Manhattan's Times Square and Herald Square. Business activity in the area increased 38% between 2000 and 2009, far ahead of the citywide rate of 5.7%, according to a 2011 report by the New York State Comptroller. Born in 1952 in Shanghai and raised in Hong Kong, Peter Koo migrated to the U.S. upon completion of high school in 1971. Elected New York City Council member in 2009, Koo now represents Flushing, Whitestone, Bay Terrace, and College Point. Koo, who has been called the mayor of Flushing, talked to China Daily about the transformation of the area and the opportunities and challenges that are facing one of the largest and most diverse neighborhoods in New York City.
In the past 10 years, Flushing has grown a lot. I always encourage business development. Balanced business development. Because at the same time, we have to make sure we have the proper infrastructure to support business development, like the schools, the parking space, all those things. Then we make sure we have enough of those. We don't want overdevelopment. But Flushing has been a really good place for investment purpose. A lot of people, they build or they start business here, and most of them, they prosper. 10 years ago, or even 20 years ago, Flushing was not booming as much as now. But for the last 10, 20 years, a lot of immigrants, a lot of business people from China came over here. They started to buy real estate, they started to open supermarkets. So business has been getting better and better every day here. And Flushing is now the third. Actually, Flushing is one of the best investment place in the whole New York City. In terms of rent, in terms of business volume, business activities, Flushing has been really, really good, even during the economic downturns.
However, the report also showed that nearly 90% of the area's businesses had fewer than 10 employees, a much higher rate than in the rest of the state and across the U.S. Koo pins his hope on more incentives aimed to help small businesses in the neighborhood with expansion.
We all start small, but the city at the same time want to encourage small business to grow, so that they can hire more people. So the city usually give them incentives, so in terms of a training incentive and other incentives, so they can find those details from the Small Business Administration.
The melting pot has its advantages and shortcomings. Despite the fact that the city's local economy relies heavily on small businesses, Koo expects to help build Flushing into a version of somewhere like Manhattan in the next 10 to 20 years.
The city will prosper. In 10 or 20 years from now, Flushing is completely changed. We're going to be like Manhattan, somewhere, midtown Manhattan. We need to grow the city to create more job opportunities. But at the same time, we want to make sure we have a balance both. And make sure we have school, healthcare, and traffic, and the housing taken care of.
Okay. Yuhan Liu, China Daily, New York.